Lady Gaga's first album in 3 years, Joanne. I'm fascinated what it's about.
Well, my dad's still here, so it makes me...
Lady Gaga's dad is in the room,
Yeah,
which is
he's
very
here,
exciting.
So the album is named Joanne after my father's sister, who died when she was 19 years old. I never got to meet her. And also, my middle name is Joanne. I was named after her. I always felt very connected to her my whole life. I really wasn't sure why. And as I got older, I realized that I never was able to truly understand why my father was so sad. I saw it in the eyes of my grandmother. I heard it when my grandfather would cry and blow his nose at the kitchen table when we were eating on Christmas Eve. You know, you could feel there was an empty space at the table. So with this album, in a way, it's me trying to understand my father. On this album, I am my father's daughter. I'm my mother's daughter. I'm my sister's sister.
And do you think that you needed some time away to actually get to that place where you could record something so personal? Because you obviously have been gone 3 years.
I think what was important for me is not to feel caged. I'm very rebellious. You know, if I feel like everyone's telling me I need to do pop music all the time and do this and do that and keep up with what they think is a Lady Gaga brand, I want to run entirely in the other direction, screaming. So I was liberated, totally, singing jazz with Tony. And
that's Tony Bennett, who you say
Tony Bennett,
actually
yes.
had such a big effect on your life, and you've said he saved you for a period.
Yeah, because he restored my passion. My life changed so much putting out those records. It was so hard to get a grasp on all of it. I took some time away from pop music, but acting and singing jazz, this stuff was like being a teenager again, you know?
And you've surrounded yourself by a lot of people who have a real foundation in this industry. One of them being Sir Elton John, of course. Has he given you much advice during the recording process?
Absolutely. I mean, Elton's been a very important force in my life, as well as David, his husband, and Zachary and Elijah, my godchildren. He always looks out for me. Yeah. And he always encourages me to never settle and to listen to my gut.
I have to say congratulations on your Golden Globe win. During your time off, you've become a fully fledged actress. So you obviously won that for American Horror Story, where your performance is amazing.
Thank you.
But you've got a big movie coming up,
yes,
as well as Star is Born, where you're going to be working alongside Bradley Cooper, which must sort of be the dream, I guess.
It's totally a dream. It was always my dream to star in a movie and to be an actress. And I'm really just getting started, and I loved so much working on American Horror Story. Yeah. The cast is absolutely brilliant over there. The pleasure was mine to be able to be around that kind of talent every day.
And so with all of this going on, you know, do you have enough time for you? You know, how do you have time to be the person outside the spotlight?
Well, I guess I would say that you'd have to ask my friends and my team, but especially when they start doing promotion and things like that, and there's a lot of fans around and things going on, it can start to feel like it's about you all the time. And I would say that what's made me feel really balanced and what I remembered about myself is that I really like to make other people feel good. Yeah. So when I'm off, I like to cook for my friends and have barbecues, and I like to see how other people are doing, how I can be there for them in their lives. It's, you know, just because I have a job that is seen on a massive level, it doesn't mean that it's any more important than anyone else's.
And do you find it easy to meet new people, or is it quite difficult given what you do?
It's not that easy to meet new people, no, like just strangers, which I miss. I do. I really always used to love speaking to
Yeah.
strangers, even though that's probably not a good thing to teach children. I find people interesting, but I would say that with Mark, it's been wonderful, kind of being embraced into the boys' club as a musician, and I've met a lot of met and reconnected with a lot of amazing musicians that I'm happy to say are my friends now. So I still make friends. It's just not like it used to be, I guess. How he continues to play and be brilliant. He's an utter inspiration.
We are very excited that there is a British connection on the album through the genius that is Florence Welch.
Well, we had met each other in passing, and I'd seen her perform at the MTV Awards, and I just was thinking, man, can that girl sing? And I told her I was working on my record, and I'd love to write with her, and she wanted to write with me too, and we got together, and I had this idea for a song called Hey Girl.
I cannot wait to hear it. Lady Gaga, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us today.
Thank
It
you
is
so
so
much.
brilliant to
Thank
have you back.
Thank you, so cool.
You're amazing.
So cool. So nice to reconnect after 7 years.
I know, far too long. Let's not leave it that long, okay, next time.
Okay.
If you'd like to see even more great guests, then click here. There are plenty more fantastic interviews to come, so make sure that you subscribe.